That was Beleza by Synapson. The French synth-pop duo is the combo of two childhood friends, DJ record producers Alexandre and Paul Cucuron. Since their start in 2009, they've made a name for themselves with their unique soundscape that draws from world music, hip-hop, house, funk, and pop influences. Their debut album, Convergence, went platinum in 2015, bringing them international acclaim and millions of views on YouTube. And following the success of their 2020 album, Global Music Volume 1, they're back with Volume 2. And Alexandre is here in the studio to tell me more about it. Welcome to France 24.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being with us, and congratulations on the new album.
Thank you.
Now, there's an expression that says, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So You took the winning formula of Volume 1, brought it back with Volume 2, collaborating with artists from around the world. Can you tell us some of the highlights from the album?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny, but there is one track that is in French called Cinema. And I like this track because I think that with music you can travel, but with cinema also. And this track is done with a guy called Patrick Fabre. Patrick Fabre, and he's the guy who was on the mic on the International Festival film of Cannes.
Okay.
And we were doing the music with him for 4 years. And it's incredible because we saw all the different personalities, all the different actors coming from all around the world. And it's exactly the same how we live our music. It's about meeting people and about traveling with the music all around the world. So I will say that the text of Patrick on this track is great to talk about the mindset that Synapson have with the music.
Because your music really is about collaborating with artists
all
from
the time.
All over the world. I mean, it's incredible the list of places these people come from. Angola, Portugal, Brazil, the Caribbean, Argentina, India, Morocco, Hawaii. The list goes on. So you mentioned traveling. Do you try to get people to travel through your music? Is that the point?
Yeah, totally. But a thing important is that we work with people from all over the world, but we couldn't go to every country. So the thing is that we spend a lot of time listening to music coming from everywhere. And this is what internet is doing today, is that you can listen to things coming from all around the world and make you travel in your mind. So we try to get all these influences in our music, bring our touch in it, and then give it to the world. So we try to make them travel with us.
So traveling through your music with your own touch.
Yeah.
Let's listen to another track off your album. That way you'll be able to hear for yourself. Such a good track there. That's actually a remix of a hit by an Angolan singer, Bongo. You already released a remix of that song a couple of years ago. I love this music video. You can see Ljubljana there. She's a Belgian Cameroonian kora player that we've actually had on the show before. So mixing all these sounds again. What was it like to remix a song once again and work with Bongo? If I understand correctly, you worked with him on this track.
Honestly, it's one of the singers that Paul and I come from different music education, but we have one artist that we love more than everyone is Bonga. So it was such an honor for us to see this remix out. And I have a friend called Moziman who introduced me to Ljubljana, and we wanted to add something different than the remix we've done like 10 years ago. So we talked with Ljubljana. She was so down to do it, and she's such a good person. I know that you know her because she came on the show, but she's really, really amazing, and she came so nicely and proposed something that bring really a new thing in the remix. So it was like honor, pleasure, discovering new stuff. So it was really a good time.
And you can really hear it in the track. So I love the story of you and Paul because you're actually childhood friends, right? But you didn't live in the same place. You would see each other in the summer. How did you start playing music together?
Well, we met each other when we was 8 years old, and by the time you talk about not only music, you discover life, so you talk about a lot of stuff, but music too. And each summer we were talking about, okay, I discovered this. Paul is with all about hip hop culture. I was more in jazz and house music. So it was like he made me discover something, I make him discover stuff, and we was like, okay, when we are in the same city, let's have a break in our life for a year and make music together. It was like 15 years ago and we are still here.
That's amazing. And what I find great is that your live shows look wild as well. So you both are DJs and producers, and yet you choose to have these elaborate live shows with real musicians.
Yeah.
How do you go about transforming your songs into a live production?
Well, I love this question because most of the people think that Synapson is a DJ duo, and we are only producers first, DJs, because to have a live like this, it's you need a lot of money, a lot of time, and we didn't have that by the time. So now that we can, the live band is the most important thing. And now when we create an album, we think about the live. So we create when we create a track, we put it on the side for the album, and we take the same project and do a live version. So we know that in a year or two, when we're going to play the track, we will already have the live session.
Well, and it looks like quite a good time, these live shows here.
Yeah.
We're going to just move on to some other music news that's making headlines as well with the rapper Stormzy, the British rapper. He's dropped his latest studio effort after a 3-year hiatus. It's called This Is What I Mean. It clocks at approximately 50 minutes, 12 tracks, and it really has a different sonic path from its previous 2 releases, features more melodic and vulnerable tracks. Stormzy says the album is an intimate love letter to music. Check out this track, it's called Hide and Seek.
We built this all wrong, I'll take blame, but instead of us tearing it down, we'll rearrange, baby. Don't let it fall, girl, don't let it fall.
Don't wanna fight no more, keep me where I belong. I've tried and I've tried, but I just can't hide from your love.
Oh girl, you're shining, know you're my diamond. You need reminding, this moment of timing when your soul needs aligning. It's me you confining, seeking and hiding, you know where to find me.
So that was British rapper Stormzy, and next 3 francophone artists are dropping deluxe re-editions of previously released albums featuring new tracks. So you've got Juliette Armanet with her retro pop Brûler le Feu 2, Clara Luciani with her disco-heavy Cœur Encore, and Belgian singer Angèle with 95 La Suite, which features some previously unreleased tracks like Amour, Haine et Danger, a song that will make you think twice about all that screen time on your smartphone.
2 heures plus tard, tes mains transpirent et t'as les yeux qui brûlent. T'as rencontré un tas d'amis que t'as jamais vu pour de vrai. Mais à l'heure où on donne tous notre avis sur tout, aujourd'hui qu'est-ce qui est vrai? T'écoutes les notes en x2, mais quand on fait ça dure 10 minutes. T'as pas tant de choses à dire, je crois que tu veux juste qu'on t'écoute. Tu te demandes comment faisaient les gens avant pour organiser.
So that was Amour, Haine et Danger by Angèle, the Belgian singer. Great music video there. You've got amazing music videos as well that make you travel while listening to your music. And on your website, you say that Synapson, so it's synapses and son, sound in French, is a name, a music, and a philosophy. What is the Synapson philosophy?
The thing is that trick question. The thing is that to have our music, our sound, we just have one thing in mind is that we do our music in a selfish way. I mean that the first person who have to like our music is us. When you do this, you are authentic and you give the real music coming from you to people. So when we make music with Paul, we just make the music we want to give to people. And this is the most important rule of Synapson.
That's amazing. So it's kind of like loving yourself before spreading the love to other people. It's a very good philosophy indeed. So we've got one little last bit of news, and this is The Doors. They're releasing a new song that's called Paris Blues, the band's last unheard, unreleased studio recording. So the blues from Paris traveled a long track since its release, earning a mythical status amongst Doors fans. So the master of the tape was lost, actually, and the only surviving copy was partially damaged by the son of Doors keyboardist Ray Manzarek, and that was because it was a toddler, so don't hold it out against him. Now, through some creative editing, the song has been rescued from obscurity, and we're going to leave you with that track. But before we go, I want to thank my guest, Alexandre Schier, one half of Synapson.
Thanks to
Thank you so much for being with us. And be sure to check out their new album. It's called Global Music Volume 2. For more arts and culture news, head to our website and stay in touch on social media. And stay tuned to France 24. More news is coming up right after this.
When you look all around you, can you believe the shape she's in? Look all around you, can you believe the shape she's in?